best piece of advice for anyone just starting out, or those of you like not getting the traction that you're looking for, right? Because that was me for the longest time. I was sitting at I used to work in private equity. I was sitting at a table, and I'm over here like the guy, like I'm just like trying to learn, right? Millionaires to my left, multimillionaires to my, we're talking like hundreds of millionaire guys, like big guys.
Yeah.
I'm just this little peon. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just stay quiet. Like I'm a fly on the wall. I'm good. And I remember I had this question. I'm like, hey man, like, what do you think? I remember looking over at one of the investors, and I gained the courage, and I'm like, hey man, what do you think is like the difference between those that like make a successful business and those that don't? And he looks at me, and then this is when I got really embarrassed because everyone at the table heard my question. So everyone stops, and he looks at me and he goes, you know what? It's actually funny. It's different than what you think. And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, most people would think that you try a million things and you see what works, right? He goes, and you just keep going one thing to the next, seeing which one's going to stick for you and going all in on it. And kind of tangent on that. That's great and all when you're first starting out. I truly believe you need to try a bunch of different things and see what you like and then do that thing. And the next part he said was the part that kind of took me by storm. He's like, but the difference is from every multi-millionaire or billionaire I've ever seen, they never did that. They focused hardcore on one thing, even if it wasn't successful right away, or even if like the laws, the gravity and everything was against them, right? Nothing made sense. They stayed with it until they beat it into a pulp and they successfully accomplished it. And I remember everyone at the round table looked and they go, couldn't agree more. That's how I did it. And these are people that you would think would give up, right? Would make pivots, go a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years of no success, right? Zero success. And you have to wake up every day out of bed knowing you're pushing for something and there's like a 99.9% chance you're going to go to bed knowing you got nowhere. And they're like, that's what it takes. It's the ones that go all in, double and triple down on one thing, even if it's not giving them the ROI that they're looking for in the infancy stages. It's those people that create the massive organizations. It's not the ones that dabble and go the serial entrepreneur crap from one business to another. It's the ones that go laser focus all in on one thing, even when the odds are against them. And that is what I want to leave everyone with. If you guys are out there right now and you're trying to start a business, step one, yes, do some things, find stuff that makes you happy. Even if you don't think it's paying you a lot of money right away, you got to find your passion. The way you do that's by experimenting. But the second that you find something that is worth getting out of bed every single morning for, triple down on that thing and go all in as much as humanly possible, even when the odds are against you, because that is the recipe that's going to teach you more than jumping from idea to idea ever will. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to leave it with that, guys. If you want more information, you can find me. You can just Facebook me, Blake Nubar. You can get my personal profile will pop up. My brand page might pop up. I connect with everyone there. I have a free group out called the Freedom Fighters. Launch your first $1 million sales funnel. It's free to join. I hop in there and, we do trainings and things like that to really help guide you on what you're trying to accomplish. And it's my job, inside that group to really trying to help you put you in your zone of genius, because we all have one. And my job is kind of show you what that is and then guide you from there on how to start a profitable business. So that is my 2 cents. Take it for what it's worth, but that's what I believe. And I hope, if you're watching right now, you can get some value from that and apply it to your new or existing business.
Perfect, man. Dude, incredible interview. Thank you again for coming on the show.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me.